What is up, YouTube? LSB Productions coming back at you. And in today's episode, we will be doing a Jaguar team breakdown. If you haven't seen my NFL Week 2 playoff predictions, go over to my last video and check that one out. I'll leave a link down in the description to make it easy. So today we'll be doing the Jacksonville Jaguars team breakdown. The Jacksonville Jaguars have a good roster in my mind. Defensively, they're so stacked. Offensively, not as good, but still a decent offense. We'll start off by doing their offense. You got Blake Bortles. He's a beast. Not really at all. He rushed for more yards than Leonard Fournette did in their win against the Bills. But Blake Bortles needs to step up to another level. He stepped up and played to a better level than he was at during the regular season. So he just needs to take another step in the right direction. Their backfield, Leonard Fournette, Chris Ivory, and T.J. Yeldon. Not a bad backfield there. I like Leonard Fournette a lot. I think that he's going to be one of the best running backs in the league. If he already isn't one of the best running backs in the league. They got Allen Hurns and Marquise Lee, D.D. Westbrook. So they got some weapons at the wideout spot. They're obviously missing their top guy. But they still have a good defense there, or good wide receiver, my bad, defense. But not bad, not the best offense. It's not really a Super Bowl winning offense. But the Jacksonville Jaguars definitely have a Super Bowl caliber defense. First, before we move on to that defense, we'll hit that O-line. I don't really like the O-line all that much. I don't think it's that good. I like Cam Robinson over there on the left tackle spot, but other than that, I really don't like the squad. I don't really like that offensive line all that much. Let's move to defensively. Defensively, pass rushing. They got Giannis Ngakoue, who's a beast. They have Dante Fowler Jr. They have Calais Campbell. Malik Jackson, I think it is. They have, so that's a good pass rush there. And then their secondary is so amazing. They definitely have the best secondary in the league, hands down. One of the best secondaries that, in my eyes, that football has ever seen. And even with that no-fly zone over in Seattle, I think that this defense is better than that. This secondary is better than that with A.J. Bouye, Jalen Ramsey, Alvin Colvin, Barry Church, Tajay Gibson. They got a good secondary there, and they're all playmakers. All of them like to make plays, especially the young Jalen Ramsey. A.J. Bouye took a lot of big steps this year after coming over from the Texans. So that was big for them. Their defense is really big. Their defense has helped them through a lot of victories this season. But if you look at their schedule, they honestly blow teams out or get blown out themselves. So there's a few games that we're going to go over in their schedule in just a minute. But first, we'll go over a few of their linebackers. They got Myles Jack, who's absolute beast. He had a beastly season this year. I like Myles Jack a lot. Paul Plesnowski, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but he's their middle linebacker. He's good too. He's a veteran on their team, helps their veteran presence out a lot. Let's move on to their schedule here. To start the season, they went win-loss for a while, and they hit a 4-game win streak. They obviously beat Pittsburgh 30-9 in Week 5. So that was earlier in the season, but still, Jacksonville came to play against Pittsburgh. That was a game that was definitely circled on their calendars, and they showed up to play. And then after that, they lost to the Rams, which was a tough, tight battle. They lost 17-27. They lost by 10. And they went on a 4-game winning streak, beating the Colts, the Bengals, the Chargers, and the Browns. So nothing really too crazy beating teams there, but they still go on a 4-game winning streak. Then they lose to Carolina, beat the Colts, and beat the Seahawks. Beating the Seahawks is a very, very good win there. Then they go and beat the Texans again. They absolutely blow out the Texans 45-7. And then they lose 2 straight games to end the season, which is kind of questionable. They didn't really have very good momentum going into the playoffs. after losing to the 49ers and then the Titans. But you have to remember that the 49ers were on such a high with Jimmy Garoppolo being there, coming in. They were on such a high. He was winning all these games. Like, that team was playing so good. And the Titans needed to make the playoffs, and the Titans needed to beat Jacksonville to make the playoffs. The Titans came out and played. They won 15-10, and it was a close game against Jacksonville. And then Buffalo wasn't too tough of a foe. I don't believe. But I think that them beating Buffalo 10-3, shows that their defense is locked down. Only holding Buffalo 2-3 points is pretty stellar. They still moved the ball well on the defense, but the defense just didn't let up any points, which was huge. If you haven't already liked this video, make sure you like this video. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I will also be posting my first, it'll be probably a 2K rebuild. I'll be posting my first PS4 video on this channel. And then tomorrow we will be doing another NFL football team breakdown. I think it'll be the Atlanta Falcons. So make sure you stay tuned. Put on that notification bell if you want to get notified if you like these videos. And make sure that, again, you like this video. If you haven't seen the last video, go check out that one. Link will be in the description. Anyways, have a good day, guys.